are you? It's Leah Coss with the Mortgage Center. There is a huge misconception that if you've had a foreclosure in the past that you can't get a mortgage, and I can see why people would be under that impression. You figure, geez, something happened in my past, I wasn't able to make my mortgage payments, I even got foreclosed upon. Why would anyone want to lend to me based strictly how I look on paper? But that's not the case. What happens is when you get your mortgage, you have a lender. Sometimes you even have a mortgage insurer. Now, in a case where you've put down more than 20%, chances are you probably didn't have a mortgage insurer. You're strictly, and when I say mortgage insurer, I mean like CMHC or Genworth or Canadian Guaranty. So you're just dealing with the lender. Now, obviously, let's throw a lender out there. If RBC gave you a mortgage and you fell short on that mortgage, something happened, you went into foreclosure for whatever reason, obviously, RBC is probably not going to want to lend to you again in, the next few years, 7 years, 10 years. For as long as they have you on their files, they're going to consider you higher risk and that there's better files out there. Now, is that to say that you can't, that, RBC is out there emailing all of the lenders saying, flag this person, don't lend to them? Absolutely not, okay? So, if you have a foreclosure, then you can probably go to another lender and get a mortgage from them. Now, if you put down less than 20% on that home and you went into foreclosure, then you probably had a mortgage insurer. Usually the two typical ones are CMHC or Genworth. Now, it's important to know who that was that you were foreclosed upon, the lender and the insurer. That lender, once again, will not want to lend to you in the future, but as well, that mortgage insurer will not want to lend to you. But does that mean there's only one mortgage insurer out there? No. So if you had a mortgage with RBC and it was insured by CMHC, well, then we simply don't go to RBC or CMHC. We go to a lender who uses Genworth or Canadian Guaranty, okay? So I guess that's the general way to look at foreclosures and whether you can lend again. Now, there's a little bit more detail that's just risen as of 2010 in the beginning of the year. Credit reports never showed mortgages before around March of 2010. Okay, so if you had 20 properties out there, there's no way for any one lender to know that you have 20 properties with 20 mortgages unless all 20 of those properties were held with the same lender. Okay, so with that being said, if you went into foreclosure before around March of 2010, chances are that foreclosure didn't show up on your credit report, which means that it didn't affect your credit. If, however, you had a foreclosure after March of 2010, well, then again, there's a gray area. If it was with one of the top 5 banks, then it probably showed up on your credit bureau, so RBC would be a great example. RBC mortgages now show up on your credit bureau. So that means that if you went into foreclosure, it would show that on your credit bureau, which now means your credit's been hit down quite substantially. Now again, time heals everything, including your credit, and again, doesn't mean that you'll never be able to get a mortgage again, just means maybe not right after the foreclosure will you be able to get a mortgage. But time will heal that. If, however, you were with what's called a non-bank or virtual bank, something like First Line, First National, Resmore, Macquarie, things like that, who are all mortgage lenders, they actually do not show up on credit reports yet, okay? And this is 2011, right in the beginning. So as of now, they don't show up on credit bureau. So if you went into foreclosure with one of them, then it wouldn't show up on your credit bureau, and therefore it would not hit your score down. So if you say, I've had a foreclosure, can I get a mortgage again? The quick and easy answer is yes. Whether it be now or eventually, yes, you will be able to get a mortgage. Now, how many lender options do we have the choice of is going to be very dependent on who you went into foreclosure with and whether it was insured or not. Okay, and I can only give you those answers if you call me with your actual situation and let me know. So if you've had a foreclosure in the past, or you're thinking you're going into foreclosure soon and you're looking for, to figure out a way to get out of going into foreclosure, give me a call. I might be able to work something out, whether it be a private lender to swoop in and save the day or something like that. But give me a call regardless. Anything to do with foreclosures, I can answer your questions and hopefully get you into a new home sooner rather than later. So Leah Coss with the Mortgage Center. Hopefully I will be talking to you soon.